And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stand Up Speakeasy. I'm your host, Sareth Ney, and every episode I bring up a comic that's performing that I get to share the stage with, but as of recently. So without further ado, welcome to the stage, Wylan Way. Hi, Wylan. How are you?
What's up, Sareth Ney? Pretty good, boss. How about yourself?
Fantastic. Thanks for being my guest today, dude.
Yes, sir. Thank you for everything you've done with me, man. And the comedy scene has been awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. Anytime. We have a lot of fun for sure. So you are a Florida comedian. So what were your early days as a Florida comedian like?
Early days were definitely just Tiernanog, like 100%. Like where Sareth Fest is being held. That's where I went. That's where I first saw live comedy for the first time. Actually, was the open mic, and I remember someone being like, "Man, you should sign up," and I was like, "No." I could never. And then I spent a couple weeks writing jokes and just kind of, trying them out at house parties and stuff. And then not last year, but the year before, the 420 open mic, I went up and did 5 minutes, and I've been hooked ever since, man.
Dang, it's a pretty cool spot for sure. And so, where else have you performed in Florida?
I did the Key West Comedy Live. That's definitely been my favorite. Um, Key West. Uh, I performed in Melbourne with you. That the show we went and did in Melbourne. I've performed at a couple open mics in Orlando, and then this coffee shop. I did the roast battle with Rob Ford and all those guys. Awesome guys. Um, and I'd say my favorite though, like the most exotic place, was definitely the Key West Club. Was was the coolest thing I've got to do, I'd say.
Awesome. I've heard some great things about that place, and it's pretty rad. I got to if I ever make it down to Key West, it's quite a drive, but I'll definitely give it a look, see, and take a look
Yeah.
and check it out.
All the guys there were super cool, super cool. Hooked me and my family up with drinks, so they definitely they hooked us up for sure.
Hell yeah, dude. That's good stuff.
Yes,
So
sir.
you're a local Daytona concert promoter too. So what got you into the music business?
I always wanted to be a musician, like always. Since I was like a kid, I wanted to be like a rapper. Obviously, that's doesn't everyone. Uh, and I had a song in high school, so it was 6 years ago, something like that. And someone recorded me just kind of freestyling at a house party, and that went it went really well. I think I had like 3,000 views in like 2 days, and I didn't promote it or anything. And I was so excited, man. And I came home and I was like, "Mom, look!" And she was like, "You have to take this down like now," because I come from a real Baptist family, and
Oh,
music, the music I love obviously doesn't match up. So I was like, if I can't do music, without upsetting, my folks, I've been just promoting shows for anyone that'll let me promote for them. After that, if I had a buddy that had like 5 tracks on SoundCloud, I'd be like, man, you need to do a show, you know. Um,
absolutely.
so I just been doing that. I actually just went and picked up a eliminator lighting rig yesterday. So my room is just full of lighting gear and JBL speakers. And, yeah.
Man, I can't wait till you start that open mic, and so because we need some more open mics in Daytona. Because yeah,
Thank you for saying that. Any comedians or musicians that are interested in another open mic in Daytona, please let me know on Instagram. If I get like 5 or 6 guys, I'll definitely do it. You know,
yeah,
I just got to make sure someone shows up.
Indian. Ryland's Instagram handle is in the description box below, so hit him up and blow up his DMs. So
Hell
you're
yeah.
also a blind rights activist, and so we're raising funds for a Conklin Davis Center. And so how'd you get involved with the Conklin Davis Center?
So I used to do classes at the rehab center across the street, the Daytona Rehab Center for the Blind. So that is for people with strictly just visual impairments, such as myself. The Conklin Davis Center, which I've worked really closely with, is it's for people with not only visual impairments, but on top of that, something a little heavier. So, add a heavy spectrum of autism or um, issues with certain functions in the body or the brain. But it's an awesome place. They have a whole program set up in Daytona where you come in, they train you on a specific skill and all that. I'm just a big I like to see disabled entrepreneurs not just live off of Social Security. I'm an intern for the Randolph Shepherd Vendors Act, which is pretty much just an act that's just dedicated to helping blind entrepreneurs be independent. So I feel very strongly about things like that, just because it's something that I deal with, in my daily life, and I don't want other people to have to deal with it alone.
Indeed. You're a good man, Wylan.
I try, man. I try, Sareth.
Yeah. Good stuff. And so, Wyland, these are the questions that you ask all the comics since the beginning of interviewing comedians. So, with that being said, what inspired you to perform stand-up comedy?
I just like hearing people laugh. I'm not the smartest guy, and I've made a lot of my friends off of just making people laugh. So I say just the laughs for sure.
Awesome. And then also, what was it feeling like when you first performed stand-up?
What is it?
What was it feeling like when you first performed stand-up?
What was the show like?
The feeling like.
One more time. I'm so
Oh,
sorry, Sareth.
oh, what was it feeling like when you first performed stand-up?
Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Um, and like just scary. But then when I got off stage, everyone was so cool to me that it honestly made it kind of thrilling after I figured out that I was getting the reactions I wanted to get. But definitely at first, when I first grabbed the microphone, just horrifying.
Indeed. Feel you on that one for sure. And what are your favorite comedy specials and comedy record albums?
Favorite comedy special of all time is The Closer by Dave Chappelle. I love Josh Blue. I love Ron White, and Big J Okerson is a solid guy.
Awesome. Hell
I
yeah, dude.
wish I could do crowd work like that. It's just ridiculous. Like it's just an art form at that level.
Absolutely. Dave Chappelle's coming to the Amway Center coming up here soon.
I know we should go, man.
Hell yeah, dude. It's gonna be rad.
Let's set that shit up. I'm with it.
Indeed. And then let's see here. And yeah, Big J. Every time he comes to Florida, I always got to go see him because, like you said, his crowd work is amazing. His storytelling's amazing. He's an all around good guy, and
Yeah,
like
he's
plus he
like the
lives.
Michael Jordan of comedy to me.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, like, he's part of the Legion of Skanks, and he doesn't charge like a submission fee for this Skank Fest. So, and that just wrapped up like a week ago or something. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I just saw the highlights of that. That would be awesome.
hell yeah, indeed. And so, if you can go on tour with any comedian, locally and internationally known, which comedians would you like to go on tour with?
Okay, I get to book headliners and openers.
Yeah.
Okay, headline. Let's get my boy Ari Shafir to headline it, right? And then me, Kevin Tibbert, and Andre with Sareth as the DJ.
Oh, that'd be an awesome show right there.
No, it wouldn't even be just a good show. It'd just be fun in the tour bus. You know what I mean?
Yep,
We'd have a good
indeed.
time.
Good stuff. And let's see here. If you can get roasted by five comedians, top five dead or alive, which comedians would you like to get roasted by?
Tony Hinchcliffe, Pete Davidson, Jeff Ross. Let's go. Um, oh, that's hard, man. Brad Williams, because I'd have good retorts for him. And then finally, I'm gonna give Rob 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 Roick the chance to try to roast me back.
Good stuff.
Because I
Awesome.
ended up in a roast battle last November. What's up?
Did you did you beat him?
Oh, of course, man. Of course.
Hell yeah! I gotta see. I gotta look up the video because I've been catching up, like keeping catching up on those old weenie roasts, and so they do a
I
pretty good
always
production.
They do. They run a really good show, man. I felt I had a show booked, and I want to say Tampa for them, and then something happened. I couldn't make it, and I felt horrible. But I like to mess with Rob every time I see him. Like I saw him at the Nog last Wednesday, and I was like, "Oh, is that my bitch over there?" Just messing with him.
Indeed. And shout out to Rob Ford and Ike Rafferty and
Yeah,
Roy for helping out with all that stuff too. They're
that
just
whole group is just so professional and helpful, man.
indeed for sure. They definitely came a long way. So um, let's see here. What do you see your comedy during the next 5 years?
I think I want to be a road runner, Sareth. I think the next five probably just open mics and um, hopefully doing some local shows. I really want to do Mad Dog Comedy Club. Is Mad Dog Comedy Club, and I would love to do the Naples Comedy Club. just because I grew up going there a little bit. Like that's where I saw Brad Williams actually for the first time was Naples Comedy Club. Would be really cool.
Hell yeah, good stuff. And let's see here. Which other forms of comedy would you like to venture off into, like improv, sketch, comedy writing, acting, directing, etc.?
Definitely never improv. I'm not sharp enough for that. Like I'm not sharp. I'd say like screenplay writing. It's like funny movies. I think would be so cool.
Heck yeah, good
Kind of like
stuff.
Seth Rogen type movies.
I'm with you on the improv one. I just like working by myself, so that's why I just do stand up. And let's see here. If what's your favorite joke a comic has written?
Ah, there's this Ron White joke where he talks about duck pussy lip tacos, and that one cracks me up.
That's awesome.
That's such a hard question to ask me, though. That's like
Yeah.
it's like asking me my favorite porn star, Sareth. Like, come on, man.
It's more like quacks you up because of the ducks.
Yeah.
Oh man, good stuff, good stuff. And let's see here. And what experience would you like your audience to take with them after a set is over?
What is it? One more time. I'm sorry.
What is some of your favorite what experience would you like your audience to take with them after a set is over?
I would like just people to think I'm funny, man. I don't know anything about joke structure or like the science of comedy. Lavetti's tried to teach me 100 times. I like to go up there and just say stuff that I couldn't say in my daily life, and people just be like, "Oh, that was funny," you know. Maybe creative, but probably not, you know.
For sure. And I forgot to ask you another question, which was, what's your favorite sitcom, sketch shows, and comedy films?
Comedy films that's such a hard one. I'm gonna do that one because obviously, man, I've always like SNL. I like 4 or 5 years ago for sketch shows. Mad TV was always cool, but comedy movies that's just impossible. You got like This Is the End, How High, Beach Bum is one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. I feel like if that counts as a comedy movie, um, yeah, definitely all the old Seth Rogen movies and the old like 21 Jump Street, of course, stuff like that.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's
And
all I
let's
watch is comedy movies. I don't watch anything serious ever.
indeed, because it's pretty good for you. You know, I just got done watching a horror movie because I just watched. Well, like I watched the Robert Englund documentary because
Mhm.
I loved him as Freddy and stuff, and I'm like, man, it's a long documentary, but it's totally worth the 2 hours plus. So definitely. And plus, he does comedy in his as Freddy Krueger sometimes, so it
Yeah.
kind of like veered off that way somewhat. But yeah, good stuff. And Wylan, let's see, this is the Secret Society of Stand-Up Comics, and so I want to know, like this is you got to be invited in to join the crew, if you will. So with that
Okay.
being said, which five comedians would you like to see on a future episode of the Stand-Up Speakeasy local wise? Because once they get an agent, it's tough to get to them. So
Of course. I, obviously, my two favorite boys, you got Kevin and Andre. I'm sure you've already done them, right?
not yet, but hopefully in due time.
Not yet? Okay. Kevin, I'm going to go with the Legends pack here, Sareth. We got to
Okay.
go Kevin, Andre, Joe Lavecchi, Kate Whittam. Kate Whittam's just my boy, you know. I love Kate Whittam. And have you done Rob Ford yet?
Not yet. Those are all
Not yet. I would like to
brand
hear
new.
Rob Ford just about the process of setting up the roast battles and everything.
Yeah, he's a good
He
dude.
works at the Improv, right?
Yep, he
Yeah, so I'm
works
sure
there.
stories. I'd watch that episode for sure.
Hell
A lot
yeah,
of knowledge there.
indeed. And he's growing, so great, like traveling all the time. And plus, he's gonna start hosting the open mic at Mad Caps here, uh, down the street
That
here,
what
and
is that going to be on?
it's gonna be tomorrow at 7:30. So every Wednesday, it's like sign up is like 7:15. Starts at 7:30. It's just like Mad Caps in New Smyrna.
Yeah,
So I'm glad they got like two going on because the more mics, the better. Because then we can just all get our reps in.
for sure. I'm thinking about doing a Tuesday open mic.
That'd be lovely. We
And then
need
I
to get.
go ahead.
Oh, where are you gonna thinking?
I'm looking for a kava bar right now.
Cool.
Just because I know I talked to two or three people. They're like, I would like to do comedy, but my wife won't let me go to a bar on a week, and I feel like that's like a way around it, you know.
Yeah.
But I would I do like music, and then a little bit later would be comedy, because as comedians come out a little later, you
Yeah.
know, usually.
That's how they rented at Vultures in Colorado Springs. I did their mic on Monday, and they had like, they had the music for the first hour for like 5 minute sets each, and then they did like the comedy for like the second hour. And if you shared it on social media, you get 2 extra minutes. So for both, so it worked out pretty good. It just ran so smooth because you kind of don't want to follow a musician if you're a comic. You just got to keep that energy going. If you're just music, it'd be great, and if it's just comedy, it'd be great, so you can just follow everyone and perfectly. But they have
Yeah,
a really good comedy scene in both in Colorado Springs and Denver, and a great music scene too. So they're not
you
bad.
put the Red Fest up there too, right?
Yeah, in Colorado. Yep.
Hell
And yeah, it's beautiful. We did it in a bomb shelter this past year, and like shout out to K Nails and Spa, Kwan's Kitchen for giving me a free manicure and pedicure and free food laws out there, and then shout out to Liquid Death for giving me free koozies to hand out to everyone and stage signs. So they were great folks too. So yeah,
hell yeah.
they let me put their logo on the shirts and their motto. So pretty they were pretty awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, dude, I'm pretty excited. We're like I said, we're gonna get some koozies from Liquid Death. Got the stage signs already, but we're gonna hand those out as soon as they arrive, either Thursday or Friday. So
Awesome.
we'll see what
Yeah, I
happens.
love coming to Sareth Fest. It's cool that I get to actually perform on it, man. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, man. Your name's on the shirts and posters and lanyards, and so on the website. So I try to go all out for you all.
Hell yeah, I appreciate it.
Yep. And I'm thankful that you're on. I'm thankful. Yeah, dude. Anytime, and I'm thankful you're on it because you make everyone like you bring so much joy to the nog, and so we all love you there. So it's like, you're
I
pretty awesome.
appreciate it. That's home base right there, man. And for Sareth Fest, I'm gonna try to bring as many people out to that as I can.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Can't wait to meet all your buds. Bring JoJo, bring your lady, bring everyone. It's gonna be a wild time.
I mean, Sareth Fest, man. I'm gonna bring a couple ladies. Sareth, you know how we do, baby.
Yeah, you're a stud. So indeed. And I think this like Fest is like the low budget skank fest because like they go all out, but we're ground level. We're like,
It's like the underground Florida festival. Central Florida's like festival. You know what I mean?
yep, indeed. That's what I love about it. It's like bringing everyone together from different scenes that you don't normally get to perform with, and like
Yeah.
getting you to network all with all the comics and the bookers and all that stuff. And hopefully, media's there. If not, I'll be the only one writing an article, which is totally fine with me too. So
Yeah. I
that
love
works out.
that I get to hang out in Tiernanog for 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool to me.
gonna be rad.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Can't wait to see you there, bud. And we're gonna have so much fun. And let's and also which what do you have any final words you'd like to give out to the audience at home?
Any musicians or comedians, hit me up on my Instagram, Wylan.239. Please come out to Sareth Fest. It's going to be a party. That's it, man. I just want to thank you for having me. This is my first ever interview, actually.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So, yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Good stuff. And we got a viewer in the audience. So if for everyone that's watching this later on, if you want to find out some more about Sarath Fest and Wyland, hit us up on Instagram and then hit up my link tree for all the full details about the Daytona Beach lineup and the times and all that good stuff. For 8 p.m. on Thursday through Saturday, uh, and a 10 o'clock show too for all the night owls. We got the early birds and the night owls taken care of, so that's good.
Hell yeah. It's going to be a party.
Yep. And don't forget to come to the Nog tomorrow night. There's gonna be open mic, so you can try out. There's gonna be an open mic Thursday, Friday too, so you can try out again just in case you bomb or whatever. You got like 3 chances to make it onto the festival next year. So awesome. That's how Wyland got on last year. He went onto the mics. See, it
Yes, sir.
works. Awesome, dude.
If
Thank you
there's
so
any
much for being
comedians
my guest.
listening to this, Mike's, man. all the mics you can get on.
Absolutely, Mike Tyson, Mike Jordan, all that stuff.
All
So,
of them. They're greats and they're named Mike for a reason.
yep, Mike Jackson, all of them. Alrighty, dude. Good stuff, bud. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I can't wait to see you again. And I can't wait till to see on stage because we missed you for a while. I'm glad you're back, dude.
Sir, pleasure for having me, Sareth. I appreciate it, brother.
Anytime, and thank you for your stagehand too for helping set up the camera and all that good stuff.
Sir, of course.
Hell yeah, dude. Be well.
All right.
Take it easy. Be well, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you on the next episode.